died during a diving expedition near Port Douglas in Australia.
Steve Irwin, who owned and ran the Australia Zoo with his family,
stabbed by a
shot to international
in the
fame with his
chest
Crocodile Hunter television series and films.
I'm Steve Irwin.
That fateful day, Steve was killed by Hahalua, aka Big Flappy. Now, against orders, SeaWorld took Hahalua in, along with every other flatfish in captivity. What we need to do now is band together and stop this madness before it gets out of hand. Me, along with my team of documentarians, a journalist, and a sailor, will find this problem, and we will fix this problem if it's the last thing we do. We're coming for you, Steve.
My name's Stinger, and I like Flatfish.
No, we're doing this for Flatfish.
I mean, my name's Stinger, and I'm a documentary for Flatfish.
Hello, hello. My name is Harry Poppins, and I'm a film documentary.
My name's Jeremy Johnson, and I'm a film documentary.
Is your name really Tyler Perry?
Yeah, it is. It's my birth name. I changed it when I was about 5. So it is. Yeah, I'm OG Tyler Perry.
I'm Captain Jellyfish, former stingray catcher for SeaWorld.
When I was a kid, I always used to come to this spot. It's just beautiful, and it's got that nice waterfall, and it just makes me think, but at the same time, I don't want to think when I'm at SeaWorld. I don't understand why he's treated this way. Hahalua did not do that to Steve. Steve did that to Hahalua. You know, SeaWorld doesn't rehabilitate anything. They just do it for money. I haven't seen one animal rehabilitation sign anywhere. So, I don't know what you think you're doing, SeaWorld.
So fast. Send your ass straight back to Brazil.
You're on.
I used to come here for inspiration. This is where the conservation effort came to be, for me at least, and where I wanted to be within marine biology and do all that stuff and just find myself. And now I just come here and relax and think real long and hard about, you know, Big Flappy being stuck up in that shark tank. Do you ever just cry? Sometimes I just sit alone and cry. And
yeah.
He had to do what he had to do. He didn't like how Steve touched him. Land the barb. Just point and shoot. Direct hit, shots fired. Goodbye, Steve Irwin. But he doesn't need to be here locked up as a threat.
Is that why you changed your name to Stinger?
That's why I changed my name to Stinger. First, last, and everything. Hello, my name is Stinger. And that's it. Well, if I ever had a relationship, they'd call me like pet names, like you can call me baby or something. But.
And me mom, she tried to save me. She jumped in front of the truck and she pushed me out of the way, but the truck hit her. I was crying my eyes out, me wee little lad eyes out, but you know what happened? I turned and looked, and from the corner comes a flatfish. Since that day that me mom was saved by that flatfish, I've dedicated my life to saving the species. I've set my eyes on the most forgotten flatfish of them all. I'm gonna find this flatfish, and when I find her, I'm gonna scream to the heavens, Hahalua!
So just chocolate shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do it on that dope rock over there.
Well, I was raised in a very animal-oriented family. My father, a wonderful man, was unfortunately always confused as Sasquatch. It was just an interesting time. It taught me a lot of skills to deal with this sort of thing, so naturally I kind of, you know, glided as a manta ray would over to this field of just animals, and I just love it. I'll do anything for an animal. I've murdered 7 people in protection of animals.
Clear water and a large stingray floating by. But this swimmer is no nature lover. The giant ray obeys a tackle, then reacts. Instinctively, it charges. With the swimmer's back turned, the 2-meter creature gives chase before the man dives once more, this time to escape. Rays are not generally territorial creatures, but experts say if they are provoked, they will attack with full and sometimes lethal force.
There's simply going to come over your hand and take the seafood from your hand. It will simply come right over. Do not dangle it above the water because they usually can't see up above.
Hahaluha was the only stingray I never wanted to capture. I saw her swimming along with her husband and her little stinglets. And I went up to SeaWorld and I said, I'm not doing it. And they said, you will, I will kill your mom.
Big Flappy, codename Aloha Lulu. This is the stingray that killed our Lord and Savior Steve Irwin. Do you know where he lives? Right here in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
A little place called SeaWorld. I moved here at the age of 12 years old.
Okay, keep going.
So that I could get a SeaWorld pass. Once I'm in SeaWorld and I film this documentary, the world is gonna see. Boom.
So we good interview?
Are you on Facebook?
Not right now.
I'll go. I don't.
Fun fact, stingrays are carnivores. So, let's let children touch them? Smart.
They say that stingrays are threatened, but we all know who the real threat is here. It's SeaWorld.
When they are inclined to move, most stingrays swim by undulating their bodies like a wave. So hot.
There are 60 types of stingrays. There are 60 ways to die.
Their body is supported by cartilage, the same material that you feel inside the tip of your nose. I almost said penis. Stingrays are basically human?
Stingrays travel in schools to learn to escape SeaWorld's clutches.
Did you know flatfish make over 90% of the world's total flatfish population?
When people think of flatfish, they think flounder, when in actuality, it's stingray, motherfuckers.
Did you know that stingrays have electrosensors which help them detect electrical charges that prey emits from their bodies? Children would be shocked to know this.
Jeremy, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me about the flatfish and everything.
No problem.
So what's your stance on these flatfish and everything? How'd you come to be a part of that?
Okay, at first, I'll be honest, I was on Craigslist, I was looking for a new baby pug. Pugs are adorable. But as I was scrolling through, I saw this huge exclamation point, and it said, documentarians needed. So I clicked on it, and then I read about Harry Poppins. He's the famous documentary. You know, have you heard of him before?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so when he introduced the project to me, at first I was skeptical because I didn't believe him because it was on Craigslist, but then I realized how intelligent this guy is. And he really made me love Flatfish from day one. He introduced me to not only Finding Nemo, but also to other like stingray. Steve Irwin.
Yeah, I know.
Remember that?
I know who Steve Irwin is.
That was great.
I don't know if that. I just want to find one person with real answers. Just one person with real answers.
This is a real answer. You know what? You know what's real? My feelings, all right? And you're hurting my feelings right now. And making fart noises, you're just diminishing. You're diminishing everything we're working for. Don't walk away from me, Will. Will? Please?
Fuck him, man. That guy's a dick.
Seriously. Who signed up for this?
I don't know.
Why did Stinger get this interviewer?
He's a fucking idiot, man.
Why would he get an interviewer that doesn't, like, go on with us? Does he not know our, like, goal here?
I don't
We're
know.
just trying to expedite money out of people.
Yeah.
Are you still filming?
No.
Turn it. I remember reading the newspaper that day that she got flapped on. If one more person gets flapped upon, I don't know what I'll do.
I was there that day that, you know, you might have heard about it, the flapping incident where that guest got flapped on, and, you know, part of you wants to be like, you know, holy I didn't know that was a thing, but then the other part of you must be like, yeah, it is a thing. This is what stingrays do. They either sting you or they flap you, and that poor woman got flapped.
And you know what? Anyone who gets flapped upon in the wild, that's on them. Great example is Jerry. If he hasn't told you his story yet, just listen for that one.
You know, I lost me leg to a stingray. My third leg. Can you imagine what it's like being at the seaman club, swinging with a beautiful lass, and we get home, she unbuttons my pants, and there it is, the abomination, me peg penis. That's not the kind of wood I ever wanted down there. And it's all thanks to Flappy. It is all thanks to me.
What kind of brought you here, this whole Flatfish? What qualifies you to answer questions I have?
What qualifies me? Well, I studied marine biology in elementary school. I don't know. I've been one with the sea since birth. You know, my mom did one of those weird water births. You know.
So talk to me about these stingrays. You know what's the dealio with these flatfish, as you call them?
Are you asking why we call them flatfish?
That would be a good start.
Flatfish are a way of life. So I don't really need to go into that anymore. Don't you think? I feel like you should get it.
No, I mean, I've seen Nicolas Cage in Bad Acting in the same thing, so it's, you know, all one and the same. So I don't know.
Well, some say Nicolas Cage is the stingray of our generation. You don't need to even think about it. Just let it come over you.
All right, so talk to me about your. Because I'm just gonna ignore that entire thing ever happening.
And Flatfish and all that shit, it's a way of life.
I'm just really happy to hear you say that, because literally the last people I've talked to have no clue what they're talking about. So the fact that somebody is on this documentary now who knows something about stingrays, or flatfish as you so eloquently put them, it's great. So let's talk a little bit about stingrays, the mistreatment of stingrays in captivity. Talk a little about that. What's your opinion on it?
The mistreatment of stingrays is it's a travesty, man. Like, these over here, man, it's ridiculous. It drives me insane. I cannot stand it. They're disgusting. They overfeed them all the time. It's just ridiculous.
I can't f***ing deal with it.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah. So,
hello.
The first time I saw Hahalua, it was amazing. Never felt that way. I don't know what's happening to me. And then one day is when it happened. They walked in on me and I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, I would a flatfish. I'd flap them together and I'd flatfish the out of it. Okay, so I'm allowed to say okay.
God. Well, I mean, we're gonna get to pay censors for this interview, so I appreciate it.
Alright.
Who the got this guy?
2 weeks have gone by since the interviews, and I'll be honest, things aren't looking good. Harry Poppins said he doesn't have any money that he packed for the trip from Britain, so he's had to stay at my house, and things are starting to get rough.
Hello? Oh, hey, Will. What's going on? What are you talking about? What do you mean you're out of the project? No. You signed on to this project. We're doing this project together. I don't care where you've gotten your new job. I've never even heard of the New York Times. What do you... You know what? Listen, we can do this project without you. Yeah, we can do it without you, okay? Just wait till I hear... Harry's gonna love this.
Oh, Jeremy. Oh, thanks for letting me sleep on your couch in these troubled times.
Harry, I have something to tell you.
Oh, Jeremy, can't just wait. Just wait 1 minute. Oh.
Will's out of the project.
What? Will? That little American bitch. I'll f***ing kill him! I'll kill that... Where'd he go? Where is he now?
He just has... He said he had bigger and better things to do than this project.
What's bigger and better than Flatfish?
Apparently the New York Times. I've never heard of them.
Oh, I've heard of the New York Times. I've heard of them well. And often.
We need to go to SeaWorld tomorrow. This stops tomorrow. So we need to go. Alright? Are you with me? Let's do this.
I'm with you,
Let's
Jeremy.
do this.
For Honolulu.
For Hahalua.
Say it again.
Hahalua? Hahalua.
I feel like that's not English.
No, it's Hawaiian, so it's very English.
I'm gonna take a nap though. Can you give me some water? And thank you.
Nothing's gonna stop us from seeing the Flatfish, but first can we just wait in the car for the rain to stop and the thunder finally?
This is where Kahalua is located. I had multiple sources tell me that this is where she's located. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Kahalua. Just say hello, Bobby. Robbie, Harold, Flappy, we're here to help you.
Chauncey Riley. She is the dog. She's in here. Look, there she is. There she is.
Guys, is this supposed to be a secret? You told me she was in here.
That's what I saw. You're my friend.
You did this.
I didn't do anything.
You did this.
I asked G. G said he was here. Guys,
you did this.
We're gonna find her.
You did this.
You did this from the very start. Bring me ridiculous.
We need to find her.
You're causing us.
From that moment, we knew that Harry Poppins couldn't be trusted. There was only one thing left to do.
Get away!
Alright guys, just keep your spirits up. I know we haven't found her yet, but I have a feeling she's right around this corner.
Yeah, that's a restaurant over there. You know what? I'm beginning to think you don't know what you're talking about. That's a pizza
You're
buffet.
wrong, okay? You let us here, okay?
We're
you
still
told us
friends,
all this
right?
mince and no.
No, I mean,
We're not friends. What's gonna happen here? Jimmy.
No.
You're gonna get
No.
triple.
No.
Triple.
You're gonna
twice.
You're gonna
I'm just gonna sit this one out.
I'm gonna you all. I'm gonna
We never heard or saw Harry Poppins again until we read the paper a week later.
We'll never forget you, Flappy. So all we can do is just remember all the good times we've had together. All the days we've been through. And recognize that this documentary, it was about Flappy. It was about Kahalua. Are you paying attention?
Yeah. It's just a little emotional. Sometimes I just cry a lot. Listen, Jerry.
Hey.
Listen, Jerry, we went to SeaWorld yesterday.
Yeah, how was it?
It was good. I had a really good ice cream dessert and a shamu bowl.
Why are you here?
Son, you gotta know.
What is it, boy? Did they raise annual prices again?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Listen, Kahalua.
Yeah, what about her?
They killed her, man. They let her. She's dead. They killed her. I'm sorry.